Hey y'all, what's up? I hope y'all been good out there and everything. I know a couple of y'all are like, where you been? We always looking forward to a video. I be looking forward to when I talk to y'all too. At some point when I get everything together the way I want, I'll be doing like live so y'all could message me, ask me questions, all of that. But for right now, I just kind of do the videos and then just post them. As y'all know, the ones that been rocking with me, y'all know I've been taking breaks. And so during this break time, I just been basically recovering. My mom had put me in a rough financial situation, and it's taken, I think about 7 years now, just to get my credit back to where it was when I was like, in college, before she maxed out my credit cards without my knowledge. Or, she asked me, but, when she asked me to do it, she made it seem like she was just struggling when she was really hoarding money, so, young, naive me, was like, okay, I'm helping you out. And she maxed my stuff out and then didn't even help me pay it back. So it took me a minute to pay it back. And, back then I was on minimum wage, and minimum wage ain't bump, especially with inflation today, y'all, for real. Like, it is not, you know what I'm saying? But the mind of a narcissist is crazy because, my mom just had this mindset of like, well, I took care of you for 18 years now. For the next 18, you're going to take care of me. But you are still able-bodied. You're not handicapped. To me, narcissists are handicapped. You want to know why? They're handicapped because they're fundamentally lazy. What do I mean by fundamentally lazy? Well, I'll give you some examples using my personal life. Well, they think that they could break you, but we some survivors. We ain't gonna give up. We not gonna stop. We gonna work harder. We always recover. We always bounce back. And the comeback is stronger than the breakdown. Okay? Okay? Like, share if you feel me on your comeback being stronger than the breakdown. People have to really realize that there really are people out here that are just definitely just wicked, definitely just dysfunctional, and definitely just toxic, and they love it. They're not looking to change and be better people, to correct their mistakes, to be better. Because I was codependent. Raised by a narcissistic mother, I had a codependent, mentality, kind of like a people pleaser. And after a while, it really got nerve-wracking. And then there was that saying, well, you should be nice. No, I am being kind, but I'm also speaking my truth and being honest. When people do dumb stuff, they should know that it's dumb. I remember my mom told me something like about relationships, like, well, don't you ever date a married man? I don't need you telling me no stupid common sense stuff like that. Why would I want a man that is already taken? Make it make sense, please. Just because you was a side, itch, that's on you. You was the dummy. You the one that thought my daddy was going to leave his long-term girlfriend who he married for you. Now, to me, she got the short end of the stick, and she got out when she could, because I don't know if my dad was a narcissist or not, but he was very dysfunctional. He was a liar, and he was definitely a cheater. That doesn't qualify him to be a narcissist, but toxic, yeah. A jerk, an asshole, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I never really knew him, so it doesn't really matter. But point is, for her to purposely get pregnant by this man thinking that me would keep him, look here, dummy. Like, you got egg face. Let's face it, there are a lot of single parents, single mothers, single fathers, because they had a child with the wrong person. And don't let that wrong person be a damn narc. Oh my God. The children will suffer. Everybody suffers. Okay? But anyways, so I just been spending time trying to get my stuff back to exactly where it was. And it kind of was pissing me off because it's a patient game. Credit is a game. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute, oh, okay, yeah, you got credit cards, but you don't have a car loan. Go get a car. Okay, well, you got a car loan, but you don't have any personal loans. Oh, okay, well, you got the credit cards, the car loan, and the personal loan, but you don't have any secured or unsecured credit. What the hell is it's a game. And it's so funny for like people like my mom and her generation to tell me, well, when I was your age, I this and I that and I this and I that. Okay, but back in your day, which was like the 70s, you could walk around the neighborhood and go in anybody's house because y'all didn't lock doors. Hence, that's how serial killers came about, walking in people's house and just slaughtering people. But the older generation want to talk mess about millennials like myself. Y'all don't answer the door unless somebody call first. You damn right. You damn right. Y'all just be locking your doors. Yes. Hello, look at the world we in today. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Back then, it wasn't common for children to be kidnapped. Now it is. How many of y'all get all these damn Amber Alerts? I turned that stuff off because, one, if I'm asleep or I'm doing something and then that loud, just out of nowhere noise, I don't got time for it to be startling me like that. So I turned it off. But y'all get what I'm saying. The world has changed a lot. And also, the internet didn't exist back in the day like it does now. I have been alive as long as basically the internet has existed. My generation is the generation that was like, we slowly transferred from cassette tapes, because obviously the vinyl records was before my time. You know what I'm saying? But I knew about them because that stuff was at my great granny's house. The phone where the little dial thing. I was like, damn, back in the day, a lot of y'all would have died calling 911 as slow as the little rotating thing. I don't know how y'all did it. But I'm just saying, right? I'm with that age where I literally have watched technology advance. How many of y'all would have ever thought we could hold a smartphone in our hand and FaceTime and make YouTube videos from a phone and all the stuff? Like literally, your cell phone is damn near like a hand computer. You know what I'm saying? To me, I just call, text, and check my emails and I'm good. But it does a lot of other things. And I love the advance of technology because that's how you trap a narcissist. This is how you stop yourself from being gaslit. Because they're going to tell you, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. It wasn't that bad. They try to minimize your experience. Because if I was to talk to my mother now and confront her and let her know that I had to recover basically my credit. And then on top of that, she was trying to screw my credit up even more because I'm not talking to you, TV dog. You always think somebody talking to you. But, if I was to sit there and tell her, hey, in me helping you, you screwed me over, she's not going to admit that. She's going to deny. She's going to deflect. She's going to duck, dip, duck, and dodge. The 5 Ds in that Dodgeball movie, if y'all ever seen it, that is a narcissist for you. They will avoid any and all accountability for any and everything. But yeah, so I just was basically focused on trying to get my stuff together and everything like that. And I wanted to make this video because it's crazy, like how some of y'all commented, oh, we always look forward to the videos and this and this and that. So yeah, that's why I kind of been missing. I just been focusing on me in multiple ways, rebuilding my finances to where I feel they should be. Basically just, living my best life, doing me. Hence my shirt, living my best life. Okay? That is exactly what I'm doing. On top of, I decided to start my lock journey. So in the process of officially starting my locks. It's so funny because I remember when my mom started hers, she's all like, well, you should let me do your hair and this and that. Honey, you relinquished those rights when I turned 18 and you told me to start doing my own hair. Then when I start paying someone to do my own hair, you crying about, well, that's expensive. Honey, it's only expensive when you're broke. So where's your money going? You can't afford, to have somebody do your hair. Well, that's on you. Me personally, I'm not about to sit there and go to work and then turn around and do my own hair. To me, I know my weaknesses. I know my strengths. And dealing with all of my hair is not a strength. I'm not trying to sit there and comb out my hair and strain my biceps and my triceps and these shoulder muscles because I'm doing all of this. No, I just pay somebody to do it. And while they doing my hair, I'm going to go to sleep. Because it's like a scalp massage to me. When they washing and cleaning. Like, I don't have to do that no more unless I want to. But it's so funny how, like, narcissists, they love to try to tell you how to spend your money. They love trying to, when things go wrong, I told you so. And dang on well, they didn't tell you jack squat. They didn't tell you nothing. Well, if you would just listen to me, listen to you so I could crash and burn like you did. My mom got foreclosed on back in 2012, but yet she wants to tell me, well, that's why you don't own a house. Honey, I'm in a house right now, but you'll never know where it is. Okay? So what I mean by recovering is I left an apartment, got a house. You know what I'm saying? My credit is steadily increasing to where I need it to be or want it to be so that I can do the things that I want to do in life. They think that they can hold you back. They think that they're breaking you down or destroying you. But when you bounce back, man, look, they look stupid. My mama always told me, well, your success in life depends on me. Honey, everything in my name depends on me. What you mean? I make my name. So if I decided to one day put my name in lights, that's my choice. You didn't do jack squat. The only thing, and then that's another thing. Like, I seen this lady on TikTok who a lot of people were giving backlash to because she basically stated that children don't owe their parents anything. And this is facts because nobody told you as a man to go stick your pee-wee in a woman, spray up her walls, and kaboom, you got a baby. And then you think that child owes you when they become an adult. They don't owe you anything. Same thing with a woman. You think because you let a man spray up your walls and you, quote unquote, as they like to say, I ruined my figure. I wrecked my body. Honey, what did you think pregnancy was? You've seen multiple other people in the world be pregnant. So you knew that pregnancy was going to stretch your uterus, your abdomen. You knew that, you weren't going to be as small or in shape as you were. But you know what? You did have the choice to work out during pregnancy so that after you have the baby, losing weight could happen like that. Okay? I get tired of hearing these people where your baby is 2 and 3 years old and you're talking about, yeah, this is baby fat. No, you just fat. Okay? Popular, unpopular, whatever. It is what it is. Okay? But then it's always them, that like to be like, you're being judgmental. But secretly, they're being judgmental. You know what I'm saying? They want to know more about you so they could judge your life, but don't let you hold them accountable for their bad decision making. Then all of a sudden, well, they got a million excuses as to why they are failures. Just accept the fail, okay? Just because you fail and you make a mistake or something bad has happened, it doesn't mean that's not a learning experience. You just know how to do something better. And when you get better and better at it, you know what I'm saying? So failures are never truly failures because you learned a lesson. So you're not starting from scratch. You're starting with, experience of why you failed the first time. And what do I mean by narcissists are fundamentally lazy? I'm going to give you a prime example. So I always wanted to go to Africa, so I'm basically planning a trip. I don't know when, but, getting my money together, right? Because I know that that's somewhere I always wanted to visit, right? So, what? I think it was like 2021, my mom left me a voicemail talking about, well, if you want to go to Africa with me, you need to let me know early. Hey, y'all, I got the, when I get everything set up the way I want to set up, I could play y'all the voicemails. I could play y'all and show y'all all this stuff because you can't believe it unless you've seen it. Because I'm telling you, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. That's why I like technology is a double-edged sword. It's a curse, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing to those of us who are getting the knowledge to understand what we're dealing with, what we're going through, how to play this game of life better, right? So those who are dangerous because they turn stalker and obsessed and all of that, that's where technology becomes cursed because they want to air tag your car so they can monitor where you're coming and going. They want to try to trace you. You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff, right? And it's just like they can't leave you alone. And that's when you know that they truly have a mental problem. They'll never acknowledge that they have a mental problem, but they do. They surely do. Now, for my mother and her flying monkeys that watch my channel, well, good news. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. I'ma let it show. Because you can't hold God's kids down. No. God allowed you to be a learning experience to level me up on a spiritual level, a mental level, to, be emotionally selective as to who gets my sympathy and my empathy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is a learning lesson. And if you haven't learned lessons, then you're not growing. And that's the thing about narcissistic people. They never grow. They don't learn. You know what I'm saying? They think they do. They think that they're know-it-alls. My mom would always say to me, y'all, oh, you think you know everything. All because I told her that items are spelled ITEMS and not IDEMS. I corrected her enunciation, her grammar, and her spelling. I'm sorry if you don't know these things. I get that education was limited for your generation, but honey child, you wanted me to go to college. I went and got an education, not just for you, but for myself. And they hate it when you correct them. They hate it when they are wrong and you are right. They hate it. And that is a sign of an individual that you do not need in your life. You have learned from your mistakes and your failures, and you're moving on to try to teach them, but they don't want to listen. That's fine. You got free will. You ain't got to listen to me. You ain't got do what you do. But when you go and bump your head, don't tell me that I didn't tell you that there was a wall there. Don't be mad at me because you Humpty Dumpty and fell off the wall. You know what I'm saying? But they love to fall off that wall and get cracked in the face like Humpty Dumpty. Now they got to put Band-Aids over the crack. They still got egg face, but they want to sit there and try to blame everyone else. That's one reason why I had to get rid of my mama, y'all. Sorry, I'm hungry, y'all. But I had to get rid of my mama. I got tired of her always blaming me for all the problems in her life. I'm the reason why she got foreclosed on in 2012. I just ruined her life. But she had my brother that's 11 years older than me. So shouldn't your life have been ruined 11 years earlier before me? Just saying. I mean, if children ruined your life, why do you have a second one? There's a lot. Let's admit there are parents in this world that don't deserve children. They don't need children because all they're doing is traumatizing a whole new human being. When this child reaches adulthood, they still feel that they can disrespect the child, but the child should have 100% respect for them at all times. That's not how that works. Respect is a two-way street. When they were children, you ordered and gave commands and demands and told them what to do. But as an adult to another adult, regardless of it being a parent-child relationship, it's still adult to adult. So that comes with respect. That comes with suggestions. That comes with asking, hey, is this okay? But they don't do that. They still have that mentality of, I can order you around. I could demand things from you. You know what I'm saying? You do as I tell you to do. You know that dumb saying, do as I say, not as I do? No, you got to set the example, parent. If you out there slutting it up and then telling your sons and daughters, don't be no hoes, they're not going to listen to what you're saying. They're watching what you're doing. And it's up to them whether they're going to repeat that behavior. So they don't even know how to be good parents. Y'all know the sayings? Well, I provided a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food in your stomach. Pause. Even without children, your bad parents out there, your narcissistic parents out there, you would have a roof over your own head, right? You would have food in your own stomach, correct? You would manage to make sure you have clothes on your body, correct? So if these are basic things that you would have for yourself, why is that so hard for a dependent that you chose to bring into this world? But yet, when children like myself, the scapegoat, the black sheep, the outsider, when we point out the dysfunction and the toxicity, or we get away from it and we choose a better road and we are better parents to the next generation, oh, something's wrong with us. We're just the nutcases. Okay. Well, to all of us, to all the children out there who are similar to me, that your parents told you're a nutcase, you're a psychiatric, you need a psychiatrist and you're crazy and you need a therapist and all these things, but they themselves refuse to go to family counseling or therapy or get any type of help because they're just 100% perfect. But then when you show them their flaws, all of a sudden, who made you God? Nobody. You're so judgmental, says the most judgy person in the world. My mom is the most judgy person in the world. If I would have came on here and had some makeup on or whatever, why is she wearing that makeup? Why is she this? Why is she that? 'Cause I want to. It's human free will to do what you want to do. If I want to wear heels, if I want to wear tennis shoes, if I want to wear jeans or a skirt or a dress, or I want to put my hair a certain way, or I want to wear earrings, no earrings, jewelry, no jewelry, that is my business. I get to dress my avatar however I want to. Now, this is the funny thing about narcissists too, y'all. They love to hit low below the belt. So like my teeth used to be, if you go and watch any of my old videos prior to, I think I did have Invisaligns in. So if you are looking to straighten your teeth or whatever, so that you can feel more confident about yourself, your smile as a form of self-love, then I would tell you invest in Invisalign. Make sure you get a nice orthodontics, okay? Orthopedic, I think. No, orthopedic is a foot doctor. Orthodontics. I think I said it right. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Just do your research, okay? So, anyways, my mom would always give me crap. Well, that's why your teeth is crooked. Well, my crooked smile, people still told me I had a nice smile. I'm not going to go from smiling, and because she told me I have a crooked smile, I'm going to and start feeling all insecure and self-conscious. Why? Because you want to point out that, I have issues. Okay. Some people got it worse. Some people got overbites. Some people got the gaps, when you love yourself, you don't even care. But if it really bothers you, then you'll go and take care of what you feel doesn't look right or feel right or whatever, right? That's your choice. But point is, it was funny how she would always try and get on me about, oh, my teeth are crooked and this and that. She got braces, got my brother braces, got my niece braces, and you skipped over me. So that just tells me that I'm the black sheep, odd person out. And that's fine, because I turned around and went and got the Invisaligns, did what I had to do for 18 months, and I got the smile that I want, that I like. And you know what? You can't say squat now. What you gonna say? Well, that's why your teeth straight. Stupid. Anyways, I'm just saying, they love trying to... See, I was never insecure about my teeth being crooked. I never was. You know, any and everybody liked me because of my personality, my soul, you know. And, you know, she's trying to make it seem like, well, they only like you or they don't like you because this, that, and the third. Like, that, the teeth stuff is like cosmetic, superficial stuff. This is how you know narcissists are very superficial. They are very... You know, they're all about, oh, I gotta have the newest, most expensive car and house and this and that. But behind closed doors and don't nobody know, they're bankrupt. They got $0 and 0 cents in their checking and savings account, if they have a checking and savings account. Ooh. But yeah. They be thinking that they hot stuff. And so God shows them they a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? So for all of those of y'all out there, don't stress. Get your finances in order, because one thing about us, we always bounce back. And when we bounce back 100 times better than we even expected. You know what I'm saying? I mean, life is good right now. I am happy. I'm happy with my life and what I got going on for me. And it's so funny. You have to be very mindful of the people who are not happy for your good news. Okay. The people who are not happy for your good news, you got to be watchful of them. Very watchful. But yeah, so if y'all was wondering why I ain't really been on here, I've been too busy getting my life together. You know, any mistakes or errors that I've made along the way, I want to be able to teach other people how to bypass those mistakes so that they can do better. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how old you are. A lot of people want to be like, well, because they're X amount of age older, you know, oh, I can't. No. The only time you can't achieve or do something is when you out your mouth say you can't. You want to know why? Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between, you know, sarcasm, false remarks, and what's the truth. If you genuinely believe that you cannot achieve something, the subconscious mind is going to believe that you can't, and you won't be able to. But if you put it in your mind that I can do it, I can do it, and you keep trying, and you keep getting denied and rejected and all that, but you keep pressing through, eventually you're going to get your yes. And when you get your yes, it's going to be the best yes. Because I need y'all to know that rejection is God's protection. Sometimes you might want to go down a certain path or a certain road, but that's not meant for you. God knows that. You think you know, but then you go down a different path, and that's the path for you because it's easy, it's effortless, it happens naturally and fast. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful, y'all out there. We all in this together. We are, you know. So if you've been financially devastated by a narcissist, there's a comeback. Trust me. I can tell you that there is a comeback. You know, God has blessed me with a new home, my car, you know, my credit score increasing, you know, credit limits on credit cards increasing. Like when I preach or teach wealth, abundance, and prosperity, can't none of these devils stop it. They can't do none of that. They want to, but they can't. So if you really want to piss them off, live your best life, be successful, be great. Their standard of success is not always the correct standard, because their success is built off somebody else. You think you see the narcissist in this nice car. Little do you know somebody else financed it. Somebody else's credit is on the line. Because think about it. if you put your credit on the line for somebody else or help them out and they did, and that's another thing I want y'all to know. If you've ever given a narcissist money, they will never pay you back. They will never pay you back. And if they do pay you back, it's because they're trying to keep you around and they're trying to gain something in return. They don't do right to do right. They're doing right because they expect something in return. They're trying to gain something. Remember, everything to do with them is self-motivated, self-gain. All right? All right, peace, y'all. Positive energy always creates elevation. So, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And tell me down below, like, if you've been, essentially broken down financially in some type of way. I know that there's people who've been held back via child support, via, their credit cards getting maxed out, like in my case with my mom. All of that plays a factor in your finances. They literally want to ruin what you got going on so that you can't, move forward and do bigger, better, greater things. So anyways, I'll holler at y'all later. Until next time.